Also, there's something else I thought about, right? Um, you know how like people be like afraid to like change the world because they're like, well, you know what happened to Malcolm X, you know what happened to Martin Luther King, you know what happened to like Tupac, you know what happened to Biggie. Oh, there's so many things to talk about. Okay, the first thing I'll discuss is this one. Don't you guys think that means to go even harder? Right? But for two, though, these were individuals that had their own individual lives and stories. You know what I mean? They were like individuals in certain type of times that have different stories. We are not in the same type of time, I wouldn't necessarily say. I definitely disagree with the whole saying there's nothing new underneath the sun. I think that saying was symbolic. That did not mean that new would not come to earth in a way. That did not mean new things would, new principles, new systems, new spiritual systems would be cultivated, created, and expanded. I don't think that there's nothing new underneath the sun meant that. I think it was symbolic for, it could be more symbolic. I don't think that it meant literally there's nothing new underneath the sun. It's like, well, I think that's kind of putting our abilities and the Most High abilities in a box. Because the Most High can bring anything new underneath the sun if the Most High wanted to. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, you can't take certain things like too literal. Another thing I was going to discuss. What was it? It'll come to me. It'll come to me later. It will come to me later. It'll come. Oh, how everyone's always comparing us to these beings and spirits in the Bible and all of that. And it's like, dude, these are individuals that had their own thing going on. It is cool to like be inspired by their stories and stuff like that. But, you know, it's like, for example, how everyone blames everything like on certain spirits, you know? It's like, oh, that's the story of Jezebel. That person looks like a Jezebel. It's like, look, listen, leave Jazzy out of everything, okay? Look, leave all these beings out of everything. And I wonder, does anybody ever think that? Like, dude, not everything is that. We're always trying to attach people's stories and their lives to other things. And it's like, yeah, that's not always the case. You know what I mean? Or that person is just like, that's like just like the story of Job. It might be a person going through something similar and they can learn from it. But that's not their actual life. Job and Bobby down the street are two total different individuals. They might be able to relate to the same story, but it's not the same thing. You know what I mean?